Welcome back. Well, I've got a wee bonus episode for you. It's Friday, as we're recording.
Yep.
And last night we had the Eagles, and I woke up like the Limmy meme like that. And I was like, fucking hell. I did not expect that.
It was a bit of a doing, wasn't it?
I was pleasantly surprised, but
Bit of a doing.
I was glad to see the Eagles. And
Are the Eagles finally getting found out? Or do you think this is just a wee wobble? Or do you think last season Bartley kind of carried them a bit and he's not been the same this season?
this is a mixture really, what you just said there.
I know they lost a few players, didn't they?
So, we'll obviously discuss the game, right? But Jackson Dart's been bipolar since he came in.
The thing is, but he's at home.
Actually, he's doing well at home.
He's doing well at home. It's harder to go away into it. It's a totally different environment.
Mm-hmm.
Try to listen to your play calls, etc. But he definitely looks nifty on his feet. I mean, his touchdown run was brilliant.
Brilliant. But not even his touchdown run, like the one that he threw for, the name escapes me, is it Robinson? Wandale Robinson?
There was another guy that had a good game. What was his name?
He's come in for Neighbours. He came off the practice squad.
But he was calling him something Humphrey.
Little Humphrey, but he's 6'4". He's massive.
So he might be worth keeping a wee eye on for fantasy.
We'll have a wee look and see what sort of targets and that they got, but they had no Malik Neighbours or Slayton, so Robinson and Humphreys completely stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll cover... Right, so the game finished 34-17. First time in 10 years that the Giants have won in Thursday Night Football, which I thought was quite mad.
Kieran also put in our chat just before we started, it's the first time since 2020 that the Giants have scored more than 7 in the first quarter.
That's crazy.
It's just kind of... It must be like soul destroying, eh? If that's your team, you just... But they look as if they're definitely drafted well so far, by the looks of it.
Well, Skattebo, man. This boy is an animal.
Fucking Scatty, man. Like, he's a
Scatty.
He's a bit like the juggernaut. And
aye, but he doesn't... Did you see him doing the backflips now?
Aye, he's nimble.
For this, like the stock, like the size and that.
He's built like a tank.
Well, we'll hear from him as well, because I've got a wee clip to listen to. Right, so Jackson Dart, he completed 17 of 25 passes for 185 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He added 58 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown of his own.
Mm-hmm.
So he was very, very impressive. The 22-year-old quarterback joined Kansas City. Mahomes is the only quarterback since at least 1991 to lead their team to an opening drive touchdown in each of their first career starts. So there you go. The NFL love a mad stat. They just pull things for anywhere.
And good company.
Yes. Dart joined Philadelphia's Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson as the only quarterback with at least 50 rushing yards in each of their first 3 starts in the Super Bowl era as well.
Like, can I just bring this up? I didn't watch the game, right? I watched the highlights this morning, and obviously Jackson Dart went out for one.
Aye. Cook come in. I'm seeing you. Cook, I'm getting all. Aye.
He's not the cook anymore.
He's not the cook.
What is he?
I got all muddled up there.
Fucking the dishwasher.
That's what he does to his offense. Gets them all muddled up. That's what done to my head there.
His throw was fucking terrible.
it was
actual pish. He threw it into the ground.
I was watching it in here, right?
All you heard was just fucking boos singing around the stadium.
I was watching it. I'd seen you actually walking in, but I was watching it in that way. I was like, oh, there's singing. There's Russ coming on, and I just seen it and I went, fucking hell. It was so bad, wasn't it? Did he get tipped though?
I don't know, because the highlights aren't great for the NFL sometimes, because they don't show you like flags.
Right.
They don't really show you injuries.
I'll tell you what I done to start with.
What?
Put in Eagles, Giants highlights. I'm about 3 minutes in and AJ Brown just scored a touchdown, right? I'm like, I didn't remember reading it. I was watching last year. I'm like,
you're a fanny.
So I wasted about 3 or 4 minutes watching highlights.
15-minute highlights, it usually isn't it, but 15-20 minutes, but it's hard to, I mean, if you showed every penalty, the fucking highlights would be about an hour.
Well, DAZN do a 40 minutes, I'm sure they do.
I know, but I've just not got 40
No, we've not got 40 minutes to cover.
I watched it this morning. I thought I always get the kids ready, get them down for their breakfast, and I just pop on the telly, just sit and wait for them.
Well, I listened to a wee sort of match recap as well. So Skattebo, he went off, man. 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And
he went
it's
for...
the manner of how he gets the touchdowns.
He went for 97 yards as well, didn't he?
Aye, he just batters through people. The first one didn't actually get given. They didn't think it was. They didn't think it was over.
Oh, it was miles over.
Aye, but they didn't get it.
No, I know, but they went.
They had to go check it.
But it wasn't even close.
No, but they had to check it. So Skattebo, 98 yards,
98 yards.
3 touchdowns, 19 carries, 5.2 yards per carry. He also caught 2 passes for an additional 12 yards, and I believe he scored 30 points in fantasy.
I was actually going to have seen you've brought Brian Burns into it, but he has a problem. But
2 sacks.
If he starts catching the ball and all, like what a great option it is for somebody that's picked him up in the fantasy.
Yeah,
because he'd have been sitting. Nobody would have drafted him.
Who's Skattebo?
No,
I don't know.
I think Ashley's got him.
He was
no, but I don't think he get drafted in the league.
No, in all the mock drafts I was doing, he was mentioned. He probably when he went
probably
too high,
helped him that Tracy got injured against the Chiefs, and he's not played. That was his first game back yesterday, so they're kind of bringing him in. But I mean, he's going to be. I can't imagine they're going to take him out for having majority of carries.
Is this the time in the season when folk just have to accept that some of the rookies that they picked up are just only got to do it? That's why I brought up that Harvey one, because a lot of people drafted him, but J.K. Dobbins is the one that's scoring the most points. So it's like you just keep in who's scoring points, don't you?
Oh, aye, definitely.
You just got to keep waiting until this rookie thing is. I mean, I took Tank Bisbee in both things, and he's been.
Sometimes you need an injury. That's the way it goes, isn't it?
Aye.
But look at your man for the Chargers, Hampton.
Yeah,
but he wasn't doing much until Harris got injured, and then he was the main man.
The Chargers brought in a running back for the Bills, a veteran, Haim, his name is, I think.
Right. Dallas scored that. Was it a good game?
Aye, so I'm going to have a wee look here to see what sort of for fantasy. So if you've got Goddard, he got 11 targets. AJ Brown 9 targets.
I think he's scored a touchdown in every game he's played this season.
I don't have that information to hand, but see that AJ Dillon, is that the boy? Was it the Packers? He had a bad fumble. Well, I say a bad fumble, but punched out brilliantly.
Right. Do you want to talk? Are we going to talk? Are you just want to talk about the game? Because I thought Jalen Hurts looked a bit out of sorts.
Just because he's getting pressured.
Through a bad pick.
He did, aye.
And it could have been a pick six if it wasn't for Barkley.
Could have been. It was impressive, the catch, but he throws it kind of behind him. I forget the guy's name that was covering him.
Has he ever been good at throwing the ball? Do you know what I mean?
Well, they obviously predominantly run it, but there's a couple of bad kicks and all, was there no? The missed an extra point.
Giants missed a kick.
Aye.
But I think that's just becoming a big kind of running theme of the year for kickers.
So who was the top points? Fantasy points, Jalen Hurts got 21.6. Barkley 7.7. Goddard got 21.5.
Because I woke up, I checked the score and I looked at my fantasy and it was third quarter and Barkley only had like 6 points.
Aye.
But then the highlights, his first 2 runs in the highlights, he went for about 15 yards his first one, and then the next one he went, but he's obviously carrying an injury and all, so I don't know if they've maybe his production's been doing into it.
So Hurts actually threw for 283 yards.
But I think he had to, because they were getting beat.
Yep.
But even that highlight that Jordo put in, they done the tush push 4 times.
Aye, it was bad to watch.
I know, but they don't care about, do they? They're just trying to win.
It's an entertainment sport. And they're not entertaining.
But even that, you look at the penalties there.
Aye, I was going to get to that, so...
Penalties are kind of similar.
It was momentum killers.
Oh, is it? For the Eagles?
For the Eagles, aye. So they were... Aye, you're not happy for
so really the penalties don't really... Even though they've got less, it doesn't really give you the context. Say,
aye. But yes, I thought the Giants looked good, and they've got... I mean, they're relying on young guys, so they're building something.
Well, that's why you draft them into it.
Do you want to hear for Skattebo?
Let's do it. I seen him rip his top off and half with Pat McAfee.
Aye, he seems he's full of energy, isn't he?
What a night for you and your guys. And, man, I know that you weren't alive for some of these losses for the Giants against Philly in primetime, but just how aware were you of how things had gone recently when you and Philadelphia have played?
I just know that I read something this morning that there was a 10-year streak of not winning on Thursday Night Football. And, I looked at Jackson. I said, we're going to change that tonight. So that was kind of the one stat. I haven't really paid attention to New York and Philly, but the main one was, the 10 years on Thursday Night Football not winning. So, we had to switch that over.
Well, you all are now 1-0, and I'm going to get to your quarterback in a minute. But, the highlights that we showed, I think, look, you became something of a cult hero back in college down there for Arizona State. But then, you're plowing through guys, and then you're doing backflips. Your energy is so infectious. How aware are you of the way you're able to
type of guy you want in your team, innit?
100%.
Your entire team, Cam.
Where did he get drafted? But round.
Coach Dayball and Joe, they drafted
I
me
have to
for
be
a
like,
reason. They seen the energy I had. They seen the player I am. That's what I'm going to bring to this team. I'm going to continue to bring it. The high energy fuels these guys. And when I first got here, the energy wasn't there. And I felt that. And I knew, I needed to kind of build my way in. I dealt with a couple injuries.
Quite big words in it for a young guy.
And, I knew I needed to build my way in and continue to get these guys trust and respect.
105th pick overall.
Once that kind of took off and I earned these guys trust and respect, I started being really myself. And these guys really started to buy in and, give me energy back and show that, they want to work hard to win football games.
That's tricky, right? When you're a rookie, right? And these are grown men who've been here. You can't just walk in and start yelling at everybody. They're going to look like, who the hell is this guy? But as you and Jackson are able to put it on tape, as they say in this league, how do you feel the buy-in? Because I felt like we could see it tonight, man. Your defense is on the bench going nuts, waving towels. How much do you feel it growing in these weeks that you've been out there?
It's been nothing but growth. You could feel these guys buying in. Coach Dayball's bringing that energy and that fire, and everyone's really buying into each other, no matter what. Trying to keep all the outside stuff away and focus on the 53 men that are in the building every single day, that are fighting the battlefield every single day. So continuing to fight and battle has been awesome with these guys, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Well, the future's got a couple of tough road games at Denver and at Philadelphia, but that's for down the road. I must admit that as I looked at him being your quarterback, I look at you and I think a couple of young guys that got the city. They got the city in the palm of their hand and got a long weekend ahead of them. You got to make sure. That's a tough city. There's a lot of distractions out there. How do you manage, Cam, to keep the main thing and not let all of the outside noise and temptations of what the city could offer? I see you shaking.
That's a weird question.
That holds no intrigue, huh?
I'll be playing video games, taking care of my body. There's not a thing that can get me out of the zone of football right now. Just continuing to work and make sure that, these guys are staying focused and, like I said, bringing the energy to make sure that these guys know I'm locked in and we're all locked in together.
Hell yeah, that makes a ton of sense. You do whatever you want, but mostly take care of that body, rest and recover, and enjoy the ride, man. It was
first Giants rookie with 3 rush touchdowns since 1971.
I appreciate you taking a little bit of time.
He's impressive. I like him. I do like him.
I thought he spoke well. The people kind of going about him as if he was a wee bit.
I think he's just it's because you're only seeing clips of him doing all the mad shouting and the Ric Flair shit. But as I said, that's somebody you want in your team. And I like the fact that he just came out there and said there wasn't that energy until I came in. But then you've got to build the trust for all the veterans to see, this young guy is good. Aye, I like the mentality.
No, definitely.
So he's got to be the man for them, isn't he?
Looks like it, the new, aye, definitely.
And I've got a wee clip here we can hear for Jackson Dart. See what you think of him.
Going up against a Philly just won the Super Bowl last year, to have this performance today, what type of message do you guys think you sent?
Well, first of all, we can't be naive to, everything. So we hear what people say, and it definitely lights a fire in us. And me and Scott talked about, last week we felt like it was kind of just on us, losing that game, and we moved the ball just fine. So, our big emphasis was just to, make sure that we take care of the ball.
That's that interview cutting out, no
If
ours.
we do that, then we're going to move the ball up.
It's cutting out a wee bit, but it's the interview.
Just really proud of how the guys played. And I think that, we're just trying to set a standard of intensity here each and every day.
What do you mean by what people say? You said what people say. What specifically stood out that irked you guys?
Well, I just think that, like, there's like a, at times there's, some negativity that's surrounding here. And, for us, like, some of the new guys that are coming here, like, we just got here. So, we don't feel like we were involved in the past. And we got a lot of winners on this team and guys who come out every single day and work their ass off to put on a good showing on Sundays. And I feel like we're just connected. And we just have games that, at times in those moments where it just hasn't gone our way. And we just feel like we do feel like we're a really good team. We have really good players. So, we're just trying to win games. We're just trying to stay, internal and stay connected each and every day.
No, good.
I quite agree with him as well. Like, you can't base previous failures on new guys.
Definitely. It's a different...
Must be annoying, but... Yeah.
But it does tend to just keep going. But so it's up to these...
guys to change it.
You can tell these young guys, like, you need to do these interviews in college.
Oh, aye, they're media trained.
Just, like, absolutely silk there, isn't it? The two of them. So...
Yep. They're very, very media
pretty
trained.
Impressive for two young guys to speak like that in the camera, isn't it? But no, brilliant for the Giants.
Well,
the more better teams to watch, the better, isn't it?
Of course, good for us. We're the winners. We're the actual winners. But aye, Kieran would have been happy last night. Kieran's a Giants fan.
Yep.
So we'll move on to preview some of the other games. As usual, we'll just pick three. We've got three picked out. What one you want to go for first? We've got...
Go with 49ers, Bucks.
Bucks, 49ers, right? So I'll do my usual probability of the win here. So ESPN have got the Bucks.
This is a game that Jamie's got to.
Aye. Aye, that'll be good. Is he taking the boys?
Aye, they're all gone.
They're all gone, yeah.
Aye.
That'll be some experience. Where is it? So it's in Raymond James, aye.
It must have got moved because it was meant to be at 1 o'clock.
Is it roasting area there now?
Melton.
Is it?
Aye, 27, 28.
Well, it says 83 at. That's obviously...
That's the new bat, is it no?
Aye, but that's it's different how we say it in the UK, isn't it?
Aye, there's
temperatures, it's Fahrenheit,
there's Celsius. So...
Yes, so the probability, 57.5% to the Bucks.
Both of them
win.
The same...
Same what?
Have they got the same record? No?
4-1. 4-1. Aye. What are you thinking? What are you thinking for the game?
I think the Bucks should win because ultimately San Francisco are weak with injuries.
Yep.
But they're getting by.
So this is one of only 2 Week 6 matchups between winning teams.
All right.
And it has big implications for the seedings as well.
But a lot of key players injured, didn't there?
Well, Purdy didn't train again yesterday, I don't think.
No, he's not. But see, be honest. See if he's injured, if he is struggling. When he came back in, they get beat, right?
Well, Mac Jones is
Mac Jones is 3-3.
Yep.
So, and he seems to be playing pretty well since he's went there. So there's absolutely no reason to rush Purdy back. None.
Nah, no. The old saying in football, you don't change a winning team, but you don't change a winning quarterback. Is that a saying in American football? Never change a winning quarterback.
It was right about old CMC.
What did you say?
I said he was going to have a good season.
Aye.
And he is.
What happened? Did he get an injury?
He's on track for 133 catches.
Aye, so he's 3.1 yards per carry.
Don't get me wrong, I think the fact that they've had a lot of injuries like Kittle and all that, that's probably... I think he's up his
stat padded
workload. When you say stat pad, he still needs to do it. But he's probably getting more of the ball now than he ever would.
39
They're
catches.
Kind of leaning on him.
387 yards, and he's on record pace, as you just said there. He's on track for 130 catches, which would be a record.
Aye, some player. He is some player when he's fit. Really is.
And then we move on to my guy, Igbuka. He looks good. So he's filling in for Mikey Evans.
So he's got
25 receptions, 445 yards and 5 touchdowns. back-to-back 100 games, 100-yard games, sorry.
I could go for 100 again.
In this game?
Because a lot of his catches are long ones.
Aye, they are. And Baker's finding them.
Mm-hmm. The Bake Man. Don't even know if you call him that, do you?
Baker Mania. I don't know. We were saying a few things last week. We were just making up and weren't even saying.
No, who's doing well? The tight end that's filled in for Kittle. I think it's done well. I can't remember his name. He's done not too bad since he's been in. But Kittle must be due back, is he not? No.
Let me check. I'll see the injury.
How do you even say his name? Jake Tongs? Is it Tongs?
Tongs.
Jake Tongs.
Why, he's a tight end that's filling in the now?
He's been filling in. So, I mean, his last 2 games, he said 14.8 and 17.10. That's good for a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
But even when the first game was 10.5, he's had 3 touchdowns as well. So, yeah, they look as if they've got a good one.
Just checking to see if there's any update on George Kittle.
Positive injury update.
It was 17 hours ago on MSN. It's funny that's still a thing.
Mm. So what are they saying?
I do believe we're getting there. Oh no, I think that's him just talking about the actual performances.
I seen Ayuk's running again, so he must be close to getting padded up again.
According to 49ers General Manager John Lynch, tight end George Kittle sidelined by hamstring injury since September, could be back soon. That's what I've said.
That's not really good, is it? You kind of need to know.
Fairly confident that Kittle will practice next week.
So there you go.
So it is.
But I would fancy the Bucks to win this. It'll probably be another close game, I think. But should be a good one.
Yep. So Bucky Irvin, he's still injured. I'm just checking the injury thing there, so he's still out. But is he on? They did put him on IR, didn't they? So there's no. That's a gutter. Right. So will Mayfield continue his elite performances and gain it tight to fans?
Oh, well, don't mind.
Or does Mac Jones stay undefeated?
Oh, you know. I just think I don't see Mayfield getting beat. They've only been beat after the Eagles, haven't they? Which was a kind of blowout. It was definitely. But so, they're looking good for the playoffs.
I'm going for the Bucks as well.
Yeah,
I think the Bucks will win that one. Anything else you want to add to this before we move on?
I would say that's kind of it.
So I'll just have a wee look at the season leaders for each team, right? So Mac Jones, 905 passing yards to Baker Mayfield's 1,283.
Which is pretty good considering he's only played 3 games.
He's 86 for 129, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception for Mac Jones.
That guy with that beard's absolutely praying and hoping that Purdy just doesn't come back.
I mean, it could be a revival story of the season. Mac Jones out of nowhere.
Could be.
So Mayfield's 112 for 172, 10 touchdowns and 1 interception. Bucky Irvin's their rushing yard leader, but he's not going to be playing.
Christian McCaffrey's just...
He's their receiving leader as well at 387 yards.
He's had more receptions than Booker.
He's on 39 receptions, McCaffrey. Booker's 25. So he's, as you said, well, it was one of them like a 50-yarder last week.
Warner, 50 tackles. He's so good. So good. I always bet him to be on my bet builders. To be
tackles and assists. Aye, looking forward to that one. That'll be a good game. We'll move on to the Seahawks and the Jaguars.
Yep, another good game. I think this must be one of the other games that's 2 winning teams.
Yes, both winning records.
So
the Jags are off a big win against the Chiefs.
Yep.
The Seahawks are 3-2.
It's a good matchup. Lawrence played no bad against the Chiefs, and then Donald has been looking good.
He's been he's through a couple of picks and that, but overall he's been decent.
No, fans, is it kickoffs this with time? Is this a late game or is it 6? So it's just a normal normal, good time.
Aye. Set
Don't know if
Jacksonville.
Aye. So no, looking forward to that game.
Smith and Jigba, right, he's flying now. 34 catches, 534 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Aye.
And
he's looking elite.
it just says that Jacksonville is the 3rd EPA per pass allowed. So points allowed in it.
Well, as I said,
what's EPA?
The Chiefs were kind of throwing it a bit on them, and obviously the pick 6 changed the game. So there is.
It's expected points added.
Right.
I had to double check that there.
I would expect him to get some good points this week. That's got a bit of a high scoring game, I think.
Well, I hope so. He's in my team. He's been one of my standout players, to be honest.
I think you had him last year as well.
Aye, I think I did.
So, what are they saying about Trevor Lawrence coming out?
So it's kind of coming out season. He's calm, mobile, decisive. 2 rushing touchdowns, 54 yards on the ground. Is he now starting to look like the quarterback that people thought he was going to be?
Well, he's getting paid enough, isn't he? So he should be. So it'll be with these kind of guys. It's easy to no, it's not easy, right? But it's like once it gets to the playoffs, that's when you find out who's
getting the minerals,
who's the boy. So we'll see. I do think they'll make the playoffs.
And Seattle's got some defensive issues, so they've gave up 38 points and 370 passing yards to Baker Mayfield.
This has got a high scoring game.
They've allowed 7 of 11 third downs, 4 of 6 red zone conversions.
That's not good. So rookie wide receiver problems. Seattle got torched by rookies last week. I bet that's no normal. A normal rookie, is it?
Like Booker? He's not playing like a rookie.
No, as a fuck. He's playing like an absolute demon. But interesting to see what they do with Travis Hunter again this week.
I mean, I said at the start that the way that the targets for Big Booker, I didn't think he would maintain what he's doing, but he is.
Aye, just a big unit, but isn't he?
Aye.
Aye. They've got some options, the Bucks, haven't they? See, when Evans is back, they've got Godwin. Who's the tight end again? It's pretty good. Otton.
Aye,
Cade
Otton.
And then they've got 2 good running backs.
Cade Otton's available, though, isn't he? Aye, he's playing, aye.
But then they've got 2 good running backs as well. So the Bucks have got some team.
So when the Jags are playing the Chiefs, they didn't sack Mahomes once.
No,
so they're saying that could be an issue for them, that they're not getting to the quarterback.
They're saying that's a worry, like not getting to the quarterback, but they've got the highest turnovers in the league. I think they've had 14 turnovers. I'm sure I've seen that. So, I mean, there's no many. If you're doing that every game, you're going to have a chance. If you keep turning the ball over, you're getting the ball back, you're going to have a chance, aren't you?
Oh, but they're getting the ball.
Aye.
I thought you meant they were turning the ball over.
No. They're making turnovers.
Aye.
So they've made the most in the league. So either maybe not getting to the quarterback, but I mean, that was only maybe one game, was it not?
Still won.
No, I know they still won because they had the pick 6. So it works both ways, doesn't it?
So ESPN's matchup predictor is tight, very tight. So they've got the Seahawks at 49.9 and the Jags at 49.7.
I would agree with that. That's a toss of coin. That one, it'll be where the turnovers happen. That's what's going to be the.
Do you agree with the spread here? So Jags 1.5 plus.
No. I don't know. What would you know? Say the Jaguars have beat better teams. Do you think so? Beat 49ers, beat Chiefs. I'm going to bet the Jags at the weekend.
And they've bet Texans as well. And weirdly lost to the Bengals.
And who's? I mean,
they'll be kicking us out of that.
Seahawks have beat Arizona, who are pish. The Saints are pish, and Pittsburgh, who are up and down. So, and been beat off Tampa and San Francisco. So I would say, I'm going to bet the Jags at the weekend. Definitely. So I'll see you on Tuesday when they get fucked.
Aye.
No doubt that's going to happen to it. So I think if they're at home, I would always kind of favour the home team.
Season leaders in the teams, Darnold's 98 for 134, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions for 1,246 passing yards. Lawrence, 1,066 passing yards, 102 for 169, 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
Which isn't great, is it?
It's no, but they're getting away with it.
No, they are. They definitely are. But
so that could be just the turnovers. It's if you're
100, aye, definitely
changing games, isn't it?
No, it does. Changes games. Changes momentum.
But Brian Thomas Jr.'s been pretty good for them.
I think it.
He's starting to.
I think he struggled at the start of the season. He had a few bad
he's
drops.
heating up.
You think so?
Aye.
Well, we'll see.
Him and your boy Hunter.
We shall see.
Travis Hunter.
I still think they need to have him just on one side of the ball. Then 2 is too much.
Again, it's not been detrimental to them, is it? Janky says he wants to do that, or Janky's just getting told?
Don't know how to you just do what you need to do for the team, didn't you?
You probably
team
he's getting more stuff on the back, but there's more chance of injury, isn't there?
100%. Definitely.
And like recovery time, it's just it's no good, is it?
No.
Right, and then we'll move on to your Chiefs against the Lions.
Must win.
It is must win, aye.
Because
it's a tough game.
3-3. I've got a good feeling.
Have you?
Aye.
How come? What skin you're at?
Don't know, I just thought defensively they'll need to definitely need to sort it out, but I think this week they'll be tuned in with penalties, and that's what killed them against the Jags. Because it's the best I've seen the Chiefs. That's 2 games in a row. That's the best the Chiefs have been offensively for ages.
I was reading that
they were just moving the ball pretty freely. I think they only had 2 punts the full game. So I'm not listen. Fucking could go either way. The Lions always score 30 odd points. Well, 37, 34, 38, 52. And then
that's impressive, isn't it?
They only scored 13 that game, but Green Bay were very impressive that day. So the only thing I can say is
they're on a tear and all.
They've played shit teams, but
doesn't matter.
No, I get that, but their schedule's been a lot easier than what the Chiefs is anyway. But what's the spread on this? Do you got it? What they saying?
So
Chiefs are favourites.
Minus 1.5 even. So I was reading that it's unusual for an Andy Reid team to give up penalties.
I've fucking done it. There's fucking more flags than anything else. But I think they not got a lot of injuries, the Lions, like in the secondary or something.
Injury report: Deca, Branch, Joseph, and a wide receiver, Raymond.
This is Rice's last suspension.
Aye, he's going to make a good difference when he's back
next week. So who's the Chiefs? I think Ward will play.
It says he's questionable for his ankle now.
Aye.
So it's not his shoulder that's getting him issues?
No, it's his ankle. Aye, he'll play. But this should be a very good game. I would expect another high scoring. I think, as I said, I think the Lions are the...
ESPN have got Kansas at 54.4%.
Just because it's Arrowhead. Well. Just because it's Arrowhead, that can be the only reason. Monday Night Football will be wild in there. Loud. So... But I actually seen a stat which actually kind of...
Big Hutch is on 5 sacks for the season so far. I like Aiden Hutchinson.
Karlaftis and Hutchinson, I think, are tied for the most pressures in the league.
Aye. Karlaftis good, aye.
Obviously Disney, is he good?
Aye.
Aye, he's very good. He's not like a...
Mahomes is still your top rushing at 190 yards.
He's not like a game wrecker, like he'll just hangy folk out the way, but see if the play extends, you'll find that Karlaftis will actually get Mary a chance of getting a sack because he's more kind of athletic than big. But Chris Jones will need to get his finger out.
What was the deal with Chris Jones?
I don't know.
He was getting a lot of stick though, and you said he left social media?
Just kind of looked as if he chucked it. Like,
what was he getting stick for on that particular play though?
Because obviously
he gave up the touchdown.
Lawrence fell on his arse and he just kind of then he just stopped.
Aye.
It's not like him. I don't know if something's not right or he's just knackered because he's getting double teamed nearly every play. But I hear it's so the Chiefs season this, right? So offensively, they're 5th in points per drive and 2nd in yards per drive. But defensively, they're 20th in points allowed per drive and 25th in yards allowed per drive. So it looks as if they're going to have to be back to like years ago where they're scoring like 30, 40 points to win a game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But should be a good game. I think.
Who's scoring all their points now, the Lions?
We say
Amon-Ra's gets 6 touchdowns.
Brown and Gibbs in it.
Aye, that's their 2 leaders. So Gibbs, he's on 325 rushing yards, 70 carries, 4 touchdowns. Amon-Ra is on 407.
Top wide receiver for Chiefs. You wouldn't have thought that.
Aye, 13 receptions, 3 touchdowns for Thornton. So Amon-Ra's 407 receiving yards, 35 receptions, 6 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
But it's quite hard to believe at this point in the season that Mahomes is still
well, there's kind of rumours that the Chiefs are looking at who was the one you picked another day? Breece Hall and Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
But I don't know if they'll I don't know. Usually they try and make a wee move at some point. Remember last year they got Hopkins.
Yep.
So I don't know if they'll maybe look to do it again. But there's something definitely missing at running back because you can't have your quarterback as your leading rusher.
No,
definitely not. Because
he's going to get busted up as well
at some point. He is a kind of robust guy, Holmes, but I mean you can't do it every week.
No,
so that's the guy you've signed.
Aye, so we touched before we touched on this before we actually started recording, but the Chargers, after losing Hampton, have brought in. How you saying that one? Naeem Hines.
Naeem Hines.
So he was at the Bills, 28 years old. Nothing spectacular, but it's just needed.
Maybe just for a wee bit more experience because other 2 running backs are just new, aren't they? Like that you've brought in for the practice squad.
Aye.
So maybe just a wee bit of an older head just to see, just in case it doesn't work out for them.
And they also signed a guy from the Ravens as well.
Mm.
And I don't even know if I can say that name. So Alohi Gilman went the other way, and it was Odafe Owe.
Odafe Owe.
So an edge rusher, which is much needed as well, with Alton Max still out.
Mm-hmm.
Aye. I'm sure the Chargers have never really done that during the season.
But traded?
Aye, like they always just didn't do it. I think Tom Telesco never done it. So at least they're actually trying to make changes.
They need to win this weekend.
Yes, against the Dolphins. So I'm hoping that they can. But
is there any news in Quentin Johnson?
I'd be better just checking Fantasy Pros actually for this, the news, and see. We'll check to see if there's any other injury news. Right, so injury news.
So you get Tua.
Tua has a hip thumb issue, but he did log a full practice on Thursday.
Tua Atwell.
I want him to play anyway.
Tua Atwell.
Hamstring injury.
No, you don't want him to play.
Who, Tua?
No, you want their worst team on the park. He's obviously
Tua's shite.
But he's still better than their fucking backup quarterback.
I'm just seeing if there's any other.
There's nobody really there. Miles Garrett's limited.
Aye, he'd be a big miss. Jonathan Mingo. What a name.
I bet that's the guy that they drafted. They done a trade for last year, wasn't it?
Who, Mingo?
Is he at the Cowboys? That is a cracking name.
Aye, Cowboys.
I'm sure they traded for him last year. I'm sure they did. But I don't think there's any big injuries this week, is there?
CD Lamb still
no
practicing as well.
Nah.
Oh well, he had a badging, didn't he? Did you see that meme the other day? And it was like, I think it was Peyton Manning.
Aye.
And it's just like NFL player gets down, knee and all like leg absolutely obliterated, and it's just like my fucking bet's fucking bastard. That's all I can think of it.
Aye. Or your fantasy.
It's true though, isn't it?
No,
as soon as CD Lamb went down, he done our bet, and I was like, you bastard.
I know.
Get up, there's nothing wrong with you.
I know. But no, looking forward to another weekend of NFL sport.
Yes, and well, planning on doing a wee walkabout Sunday, aren't we? And we'll put it in the Discord if folk want to come and join us. Threw in a bit 4 dates yesterday, and every one of them we couldn't do. There was something on.
I know. We'll get one, but
well, I got one. I'm at to the wife. I'm going out that day. She's like, no, you can't. And I was like, for fuck's sake, I don't even know why. I don't even know why I didn't check.
No, I'm famous for that as well. But
I just agree to things, and then I go, oh shit, can't do that. Then I try and work everything about it.
But I'll watch the London game on.
It's the Jets, isn't it?
Well, the Jets are 0-4 in London.
Do you see that changing?
No.
Nah.
I think the Broncos will give them a good scene.
A good scene to a good pumping.
But then again, you wouldn't be, it's just the way American football goes. Like,
which makes it so good.
You might be surprised after beating the Eagles they go get beat. But I don't see it. You've got like Sutton and all that, and Dobbins. Bo Nix has looked good. I just think they'll have too much for.
Just checking to see what time I need to stay up to. I'm 6 o'clock this week. You beauty.
I think after this, I'm sure it's 6 o'clock for them. I think they play Raiders. So,
baby,
I must be due a fucking
a wee
early one.
A wee bit of downtime. See, we were talking about the bye week thing, like how you can't really plan for it. I seen that Fantasy Pros have actually got like a bye week calculator thing, like you can try and work it out.
Right. Oh well then.
But normally I just wait and then go, oh fuck, who can I pick up?
But it's only for one game, innit? Then that means once that's done, then they're not going to be again for the rest of the season. So kind of works both ways. You can maybe just take a wee.
Well, I get through.
You got a win. So
with my main players sorted out. So Anyway, guys, we will be back on Tuesday to cover all the madness that will no doubt happen.
Hopefully there's some good wins.
See you then.
Catchies.